banana pudding. Brought you home to mama even though you said I shouldn't. Might not make the Christmas, but I'm hoping and I'm pushing for a better day. A good day in the making, but you never stay. I could say that you faking on the real, Why you faking on the real? Yeah, you see, I brought you home to mama, introduced you to my cousins, met my aunties and my uncles. Know they crazy, they be bugging, but promise that I got you, didn't bring you here for nothing. No, we fighting plus the argue.
She started off with a toast.
Ding ding, baby. Toasting to.
Great things and blessings.
Great things and blessings. Great things and blessings.
And I'm just thankful.
I like both of those.
I love that too. I'm just thankful to see y'all black kings with, just here. We like in the same place.
Hey, bro. It's been a while. It's been like a year.
Literally. Let's drink to that.
Cheers, brothers. Now that you say that though, it's been a year, and literally like when we first did the podcast last Thanksgiving, that was just me like, man, I'm really thinking about doing this.
Yeah, I remember, bro.
And literally a year later, that's probably picked up, but it's cool.
Hey, it's natural, bro.
It's raw. It's raw.
That's in the quick
It's raw.
But yeah, bro, you manifested that shit, man. You talked about, just like on our last conversation, you talked about the vision board. You had a vision board early about the NFL. They made it same difference, bro. You talked about it. You do it. And you should see, bro, you have a recurring thing here, bro.
Yeah. When I think it becomes in existence.
Yeah, habitual manifesting.
I love it. Also, folks, y'all can't see the setup. I mean, y'all can because the camera's on it, but he's definitely come a long way.
Yeah, bro.
We recorded on a Skype mic, and now this man has
that was the Max Swag days. He was on Skype mic.
The ASMR mics here, and I love it.
That's right, bro. There's no fucking thoughts.
Stupid. Oh, snap. Hey, well, let's get in. All right, so welcome back to the Wisdom in the Room podcast. I'm your host, Matthew Gibson. And I'm here with two of my beloved kings. To my right, I have Bernard Flint.
King.
I put the whole name out there.
I love it.
All right, to my left, I have the Dedrick Anderson. All right, so I just introduced yourself, and we're live from Bernard Flint's humble abode.
You ain't gotta say it every time.
I know. My bad. All right, cool. It's like, it is what it is. You peoples, right? All right.
Every time. You're my social guy.
All right, I'm sorry. I apologize.
You
Either way.
fingerprint for this podcast?
Not yet. All right, but check this out. This is what I need y'all to do for me. All right, first thing. Tell the people your names, obviously. I said your names.
All right.
I want you to say it.
Okay. Well,
how you go by it?
As you already know, my whole government out there. My name is Dedrick. Many other names. If you know them, then you know me. If not, then maybe you'll get lucky enough to know me one day.
Tell people where you from.
I'm from Winston-Salem.
And one unique thing about you.
Straightforward. Unique thing?
Yeah.
Shit, myself, man. There's only one of me, and I can only be me.
I hear you.
I love it.
All right, bet. All right, Flint. What about you? Go ahead. So your name, where you from, and obviously.
Already know.
Yeah.
Definitely gave my rundown, my social, got my blood type and all everything. So
Yes.
B-Nard, be fun, however you like it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Trayfo, Winston-Salem. Already.
Right?
Out together.
Absolutely.
Throw it up.
It's a blessing.
Yes,
All
sir.
three of us came up out of there.
Yeah.
Definitely strive for it, for greatness.
Sure.
One unique thing about myself,
Yeah, you're a unique man, bro.
hey, listen,
You got a jacket.
we're not jacking it. It's not about me, but I just like to just keep everything fresh and just make sure I'm giving it 100%. That's it.
Yeah, bro. Best effort.
Yeah, best effort. I learned a lot from you too, guys. So second question we're gonna roll into, then we're gonna really get into the conversation. But like, this is something that we've been thinking of. I've been thinking about, and I know I've brought it up in conversations with us. So like, the question I have is, how do you express yourself in what you do, right? So that could be a simple answer, but I want to kind of like go in detail a little bit of the background behind it, right? So like, throughout my playing career, I realized that my identity, who I was tied deeply into what I did, right? So if you were to ask me anytime between 2011 and 2017, hey, yo, who are you? I would have told you I'm a football player, right? Because I believed what I did was who I was.
Yeah.
But it took me leaving the game, not having it no more, to understand that your identity is separate from the things that you do. But the things that I've learned about myself along the way is that I express myself, who I am. So like I guess the intrinsic values, the intrinsic things about me come out in the things that I do. So like even when I was sweeping parking lots at a car wash, I still recognize something that I recognize within myself was like, dang, I'm a mentor, I'm a leader. And I was still able to do those things. Even though I knew that wasn't where I was gonna be forever, I was still able to express myself in that way. So I was able to find purpose in that. So I guess that's the question, right? So knowing that, the question is, how do you express yourself in what you do today? So whether it be your career, your job, lifestyle, hobbies, whatever. You know what I'm saying? How do you express yourself in what you do?
Please.
I would say I just bring my own swag to whatever I'm doing.
Okay.
And 9 times out of 10, it's definitely what everybody's looking for. I definitely just think just being myself is how I express what I want to give off. If my expression is I don't want to be here, that's exactly what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
So you're true at just being you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it hurts
Showing
people's
up as
feelings,
yourself.
but most people love it.
That's real.
Absolutely.
I'm put a pin in it. I like that though. Hold on. Yeah. Let's just go ahead and tap into this a little more.
I love it.
All right, so you show up as yourself.
Absolutely.
But like, have you always done that? Or has
Have
it
I
ever-
always done
Yeah.
that? I can say 9 times out of 10. Yes.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
But like,
Has anybody ever seen me 100% me? Yes.
okay.
But it's a very, very few,
Yeah, that's
very few people that get that intimate.
Yeah.
It's not that I'll put up a wall or nothing. It's just that it's something that people don't need to know, and it's something that people absolutely I would love to share. You know. But
Yeah.
most of the time, it's just if you do get that close to me, you on a great list of people.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure. For sure.
Sure, bro. Everybody don't deserve to know you to that extent. You feel me?
Mm.
That's real, bro.
I hear what you're saying. What about you?
With me, man, honestly, you know, my profession, being in the military, army, to be specific, it requires you to be, you know, follow certain values and certain, I want to say, a certain, you know, you got to follow rules. So you have to the extent, you know, you got to be professional.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, kind of like how Fleezy said, man, I can only be me. So, you know, I'm going to be within the realms of being respectful of what I have to do, but I'm going to be me. I'm going to still have a positive attitude, joke around, you know, actually take an effort to, you know, if I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you, man. I'm not just talking to you to make small talk. I talk because I want to talk to you, you know, not just bullshit.
Yeah.
So between that, man, and then just, lately, you know, I pick up like journaling. Like you told me journaling, man. So I journal a little bit. You know, I might get on the track a little bit. Some raps. You know, just to kind of express myself, man. Like we done before.
Right.
You know, man. You know. So find ways to express myself, man. But you know, I'm just me all the time, man. It's hard. It's hard to be fake, boy. Honestly, it's hard to maintain a lie.
I could not put on
I
the
couldn't do it, boy.
It is. Self-expression, I think, is the key to joy in life.
Yeah.
Like being able to express who you really are. And like not without feeling like you gotta have a mask on.
For sure.
Because when you behind the mask, that shit really brings a lot of anxiety out. You be ready to get away from people. Just like finally.
Yeah.
Like myself.
It's real.
Like
Facts.
whatever that may be.
Interesting. You definitely give a good perspective on that. And I don't want to sit here and it's like I'm feeling like I'm a jerk when I step out because it's not like that. It's just like
Why fake it?
Exactly.
Why fake it? If I feel a certain, honestly, so that's something that I think I've even struggled with. Like, so it may be days, right? I feel like I project a lot of positivity.
Right.
Yeah.
So like a lot of times people expect you to be a positive person.
Yeah.
But the day I wake up on the wrong side of the bed and I'm just coming to work and I'm like angry black guy, right? Whatever.
Exactly.
Like people, what's going on? It's just one of them days. And
I'm good, but
Right.
you can back up just a bit.
Right. And it's like sometimes because of that, I find myself. Yeah, I got you.
It's not professional.
It is what it is.
That's what it is.
Hydration is key though, folks.
Yeah.
Water. Drink your water.
Have your alcohol to water ratio.
Yeah. It's part of the balance.
Balance. We'll throw that in there, right? Yeah, my first sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
But nah.
We'll discuss that. But
Put that on the track.
Oh Lord.
J. Cole said it lasts forever.
Oh man.
I'll need it.
Nah, but what I was thinking though is like a lot of times I found myself feeling like it hard to like show up as anything other than positive.
Yeah.
Because of people's recognizing you. But then the thing is that I realize, and it's taking time, but just showing up as who you are, how you are that day, it's like, man, it's okay.
But you know also too, bro, it's like a balance to it. Like
Okay,
you talk it out there, but this is my life. That's our lifestyle.
Life needs balance.
But sometimes, man, you know the expression fake it till you make it.
Mhm.
That's real, man. Cause sometimes like you got days when like, you know, Fleazy, I don't wanna, you know, I might not feel like being in here.
I don't feel like being
But
here.
hey, I gotta make myself get hype.
But is it faking it?
But
or
that's
is
not faking.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it faking it or
Okay.
you find it
But
like
that is a great cliche for it.
True.
It's not faking it. It's definitely turning it on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
Yeah, sometimes you gotta turn it on just for like that.
I'll be all the way off.
Yeah.
But I have to get in this whole nother zone
Yeah.
because motivating yourself is one thing, but
Right.
motivating other people, it takes a good amount of energy. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hold on. Do you? That's good. Do you think it's easier to motivate other people than it is to motivate yourself? Because like, especially like when you don't feel like doing something, I feel like it might be easier to motivate other people.
I think it's much easier to motivate myself now that I've formed more discipline.
Talk on that a little bit.
Discipline, bro.
Because when I did not have discipline, no.
Yeah.
It was no. I was if I didn't want to work out, I was not working out.
Yeah.
If I didn't want to run for the day, I'm not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
No. But now that I have more discipline, I'm not saying I'm doing this every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
But
I need my rest days. But
the rest is important.
exactly. But now that I have more discipline, it's much more easier for me to just say, you know what you got to do.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can see it clearly.
That's real.
Yes.
But hey, how do you build that discipline,
Yeah.
bro?
Because it's easy to
You got to have a lot of failures. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. A lot of times where
just
a lot of times where your expectations did not come into fruition. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times.
That's real, bro.
That's real.
But once you get those, but don't even think of them as a failure. Just think of them as
Your
challenges.
lesson, right? Blessing.
Yeah, blessing or
Yeah.
a blessing. I think of them as my challenges.
Yeah.
I never say these are your weak areas. No, these are your challenge areas. Exactly.
That's hard though, because like sometimes when your expectations don't meet, what you say? You said your expectation. Basically, I guess you didn't meet your expectations in a sense.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's like a hard pill to swallow sometimes, because that junk can make you feel like, dang, what's the purpose? You're going for it. But like
Facts.
bouncing back from that and like, you know what? Being able to change your perspective and say, all right, that's an L, but it's a lesson.
Absolutely.
That's important.
And then in the next stage in your life, when you feel yourself going in a similar path, you can be like, already went left this time. So I might as well go right.
Right.
Because left did not work.
I've seen left
Exactly.
already. Let me
Exactly.
choose a different path.
Because everybody can say this is hot, but until you touch it, it's like it's not that. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes people do need to get their hands back.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes, all right.
I need to get. I guess this is a horrible cliche. I needed to get my hand, but
experience is the best teacher, bro. I've been thinking about that lately. Experience is your best teacher. Like if you don't really know what is the expected until you get into a certain situation.
do it, yeah.
I feel like experience can be your best teacher in a lot of ways, bro.
That's true.
But like, all right, so like we kind of got off on the first tangent. That was our first tangent. Let's bring it back on course a little bit. All right, to let people know who don't, they probably thinking like, who are these two brothers besides you? Like, how do I know y'all? Like, I'll let y'all tell it. Like, how do we know each other? Like, what's our relationship? Like, how did this come about? Like,
Well, you know,
did I meet y'all off the street somewhere? Like,
Absolutely.
hey guys, you want to be friends? Like,
Absolutely.
Just come about.
He had the ball at the basketball game.
Right.
Just standing at the court.
right? Pretty much.
dribbling on the side. Can I play?
Well, yeah, you know us, man. We blood cousins,
Yeah.
man.
Absolutely.
You know, Liberia, you know,
LIB.
the LIB folk. You know, we was cousins, but we were friends, man. It was nothing forced. You know, every weekend, we was either spend the night together or we over. Fleazy spend the night something. Every night, man. Spend the night. You know, all the way from the from Batavia Point all the way to the woods, man.
Yeah.
You know, so
Say woods.
so pretty much blood, man, but you know, blood didn't define us, bro.
Right.
All the way.
Flint. How did you and Dedrick meet?
That's a very good question. It's like I've known him forever.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know the actual
Yeah.
the day of the this is my dude.
All right.
I don't know the actual day.
Because we legit, you know how people say day ones?
Yeah.
We legit
Yeah,
day ones, bro.
legit.
Like,
Legit day ones.
like in the hospital on the same fucking day.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hey.
I thought we was in the same thing.
Probably would, but,
Yeah,
you know.
but yeah.
Oh, hey.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cause we didn't go to the same school
Yeah.
until like 5th grade.
Yeah.
Southport, right?
It's the first time.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all think is the key to building like long-lasting friendships? Then? Because like I think like obviously we and you blood and like we've known each other forever, but I think about y'all two. Literally, y'all been great friends since.
I don't know.
How the hell do you build long-lasting relationships as, especially as men too nowadays? But like, you know, what do you think has been
It's rare.
the glue that's
It's
kept y'all
rare,
together for yourself?
I really can't tell you. This is all him. This is all you. I really
It
can't
starts with interest, man. Of course, you know, when people have a similar interest, that will bind you together.
That's
right?
what starts. Yeah.
You know, one, like our parents, you know, our moms,
Okay,
like,
actually.
best friends. So it's like we didn't have a choice but to hang out with each other at
Right,
least.
right.
So we had something in common, but it went, went beyond that. Like we really like the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You got the point. I don't know because we hanging out so much. We would like say the same, think the same thing, frame the sentences. Like
But y'all were like, I remember in high school watching y'all two together. It was just like left hand. Y'all both hold the left hand at the same time, the right hand. It just felt like y'all were in sync. That's what I'm just trying to say.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It was
definitely
ping
see.
pong.
it's
Yeah,
natural.
It really feels.
Honestly, man, I feel like it come down to something that's, you know, everybody bond different, but I feel like it come down to something that you can't really see or explain. It's like
That's more how I feel.
It's just natural. It's just
I couldn't put a word on
it's fate.
it. I mean, I'm not jacking it.
No.
Right. It's not all
I
that.
don't really fuck with them.
Like that, bro. I'm fucking with
Y'all look crazy.
it's an energy thing. It just
Yeah,
happened
no,
to like,
no.
you know.
I guess the best thing that kept us together the longest is the time apart. It's
The
too,
time apart.
too much. It's too overwhelming. Shoot.
Oh, that time apart
Dude,
makes
bro.
let's say like distance makes the heart grow.
Exactly.
I miss you, bro. I miss you, but not for real though. I think about that because like every time we do get back together, then it's lit, it's live, it's love. Like it's when was the last time we all sat down? When was the last time?
Literally, probably a year ago. when we
Hold
did
on, I
that.
feel like it might have been before then though.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, definitely. All 3 of us, yeah.
Thanks,
It had to be. Yeah.
Was it Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
When the last time you came to
Thanksgiving. Yeah. He's trying hard, but it's Thanksgiving.
Either way, you
My guy.
get it.
Either way.
Because after that, you went basically to Charlotte.
True. Yeah. Dang, that's crazy.
Mhm.
Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
There's a lot that's happening there. And so like before like that happened, there was no pandemic.
All right.
No
All right.
pandemic.
No pandemic.
No pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Now it's 2020. We're actually living in a pandemic, right?
People actually getting this though, for real.
Mhm.
They're trying to make it seem like people not actually getting it, but
People actually, yeah.
people actually getting it, bro, for real.
Yeah, I know a few people that's got it.
Bro,
And so
for real.
it's real. So you definitely gotta protect yourself. Right?
I don't know how much a mask is doing.
Mask
I'm not
is
gonna
so
lie to you. I think
Right.
it's helpful that I'm not breathing in the dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a germ gonna get you if a germ wants you. That's how you feel.
Motherfucker gonna sit on that mat. Look it up, bro.
You know, I'm there.
But you gotta protect yourself either way it go, you know what I'm
You put on the
saying?
same mask.
You gotta wash it, duh. I mean like
But you're not washing your mask 3 times a day.
nah, but I'm
You
saying
take it
like,
off, you
if you
take
wash
your
it at
hands
least
off.
once a week, I
Yeah.
don't want to get on here and like start talking like because
You're right,
the thing I practice might not be the right thing.
I'm just
But
saying.
if you got a
But
few different masks that you can put on.
I use few different.
Hey, do you have a reversible mask?
Nah,
But I think that's the
I got one. It's like I don't know what side the outside.
nah,
is.
bro. Nah,
I think
bro.
that's the purpose.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I really
though.
do.
I'm saying though, like you pull your mask down and then put it back up. Like germs don't move. Like they just stay where your fingers was. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
But I think after a certain time,
Right? Eyes, ears.
Exactly.
Nah,
No.
I'm waiting for that mouth.
We just want your mouth.
I want that mouth.
What? Come on.
It ain't adding up, brother.
It don't go through your pores, your hair follicles.
Right,
It's your mouth. Come on.
Right?
Your nose,
Your
the
mouth,
entryways,
no.
your eyes, low key, like.
We ain't got no masks for your eyes.
Nah, you got glasses. So like, I'm getting on a plane here soon, and so like somebody was telling me there's like, put a mask on, put glasses on. So I'm gonna be a little on daggone plane looking like the Unabomber, boy. I'm out,
Right?
hoodie up, glasses on.
Circle with me.
Better not be in there looking crazy.
Right?
It is what it is.
No, you gonna be with the U.S. Marshals,
Right?
boy.
They are in the lookout right now.
Bro, but nah, I think, all right, so like, with that, 2020, all right, if you had 3 words to describe 2020, what would be your 3 words to describe this year for yourself?
For myself.
For yourself.
Profitable.
Profitable.
You got profitable, all right.
Man, uncertainty.
Uncertainty.
I didn't know.
That's the truth.
I can't get it. I said that one. What's a good one?
One, I would say, acceptance.
The things that you can't control. Me and Kim was just talking about that.
But more so the acceptance of who I am.
That too.
We spent a lot of time in quarantine. Like the first few months where you just really, you can't go nowhere. So you just got to sit. As much as we stay busy to run away from certain thoughts.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, all right, well, I guess I got to sit with you. And then like understanding the good and the bad to you. See, I'm going to say bad. I'm going to say shadow. Just like, you know, it's different parts of yourself that maybe you haven't, for me, I didn't quite accept. And so having to sit down, reflect would be another word. And reflect, that helped me to come into this place of like self-acceptance for myself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? What's another word for y'all?
I had one too.
Yeah.
I would say I don't know the word for it. Just aspiration. Just to keep going, even if you don't see the light. If you don't even see the surface yet. I was talking to Dale with my homie about this. Like the times where you can almost touch the surface when you swimming up, but you just not there yet.
And it's like,
Yeah, you just gotta keep swimming.
Yeah.
But I didn't even feel like that at first before. I would say before the pandemic. I didn't feel like I could see the blue. I could clear blue. I was still in the dark blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did not see the surface.
It has some ways to go.
Exactly. So that just to aspire, just to reach it. And then now I'm still not there. Like I'm still trying. I like 10 more strokes. I'm there, but I'm not. I'm not doing it. Exactly. But I can see it though.
Yeah.
And what I see great things.
Yeah.
Cause like you said, just speaking it into existence. I love it.
That's real. You got to know it?
Yeah, habits, man.
Habits. Talk about
Yeah.
That's facts.
Cause I really like it be some days.
That's true. That's good.
It be certain days where you don't really have nothing to do. Like you can't, you lockdown, you can't go nowhere. So it's like,
That's what I do.
it's like I'm literally like, what am I gonna do in my free time? Because what you do in your free time is pretty much like who you are and what you do.
Right.
So I had to think about like my morning, how I wake up. What's the first thing I'm gonna do when I wake up? You know, how I'm gonna spend my day. Am I gonna make the most of my day? I'm gonna just be lazy. Cause when it's time for the real life and everything start back, you might have to incorporate that into your lifestyle.
Yeah.
So my habits became who I was.
That's important. Your habits. Your habits are so important because they like low key determine like you said who you become. And then like having a strong routine. If you can figure that junk out right now, and then being able to incorporate that into like whenever things get normal, it'll happen. Like it'll kind of set you apart as well. I like that. Your habits are real. I think that's something that I've been trying to get down pat. It's like, especially in the mornings.
Yeah,
my morning routine. If I don't have my morning, if I don't have a good like, for me, if I don't spend enough time with myself in the morning, like my day is like, it's hard for me to be present. Like my mind is just everywhere. It's like, but if I can sit that morning time and get right, you get like you get the best version of me.
And it's easy to get pulled into like somebody else's day almost.
For sure.
Because somebody like, like, you go home and be like, hey, can you do this?
Yeah.
And you're like, well, in my mind I was planning on doing this. And I ain't saying turn out and everything, but sometimes it's like, since I didn't have myself together what I was gonna do, I'm just gonna do whatever he said.
Right.
And my whole day thrown off.
Yeah.
I could have been doing something else.
Facts.
I think that's real.
Habits, man.
That's real. I think another word for me would be, here we go, it's like a SAT word. Serendipity.
Serendipity.
Yeah,
Spell
serendipity.
It. Spell it.
I can't spell that. I can't spell it off the top of my head. Google, hey Siri, how do you spell serendipity? Let me stop. But like, serendipity, I know for like the meanings. Basically, it's like one of those magical moments. It's like, dang, I didn't expect this to happen, but it happened. Yeah. So like, that has been a year for me in regards to opportunities, in regards to relationships. Like, I would say just like some of the opportunities I had with like even with Champion, just came out of nowhere, and it's like, dang, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting.
Can you speak on that, the Champion?
Yeah,
definitely. I know everybody knows
for sure. So like, I have a friend who works with like Hanes brand, and like Trifo, and then they was looking for a plus size model, essentially a big tall model. Okay, they was looking for a big and tall model for a shoot.
More
suitable, yeah. Plus size, big and tall, yeah. Anyway, they was looking for a big and tall model, and she was like, "Oh, I know somebody." And she threw my name out there, and like essentially from that, the rest was history. I went and did a photo shoot with him, and it was cool because like that was something I used to think about. Like, dang, it'd be cool to do some modeling, do some photo shoot.
Your name hold weight in these streets.
Yeah.
Long story short, I mean it's okay that there's Yankees up here. I told you about this.
You did, bro.
King modesty,
Yeah, king modesty.
King modesty.
But like, so that happened, and that was a great opportunity, and it actually led to just more for me to explore modeling more.
Sure.
And like with other photo shoots with my friend Drew, he does photography and stuff like that, and that opened up other doors to be on the photo shoot, like on the billboard out here in Winston. With like with that, and then like
keep yanking
it. So yeah, so that basically, and then we did the last photo shoot. The last photo shoot was probably like in October with Champion again, and this one was kind of like an influencer photo shoot with like their new Storm Shell hoodies that they got coming out. Okay. And so I probably
you done seen them before, y'all. Just so y'all.
Yeah.
Basically,
that's
exclusive.
It's cool. It was cool though, but and so like that, I'll be posting some stuff on that soon. But like
when they give them clearance,
right? But like it was really cool to do, and like that was an opportunity. I thought it'd be cool, but it just came out of nowhere. One of them like, damn, this just happened out of the blue. And then I would say even like relationships with women too, like to just some of the women that I've met over this past year, it's like, dang, I wasn't looking for it, and it just happened. And it's like, yo, it's like even though some of them didn't pan out, like to just look back on the time spent. And it's like, yo, I see something. It's like that Outkast song Prototype. It's like, dang, I see something within you that like, yo, I definitely want within the woman that I finally do decide to be with for good. And it's like, dang, that's cool, like how these relationships form. And, you know, so serendipitous in that way, definitely. But
that's really a hit.
Yeah, you know, it's dope. Your relationship, not that type of relationship, but relationship to someone was what got you the opportunity.
Right, right. Relationships are the greatest wealth. Relationships are your greatest wealth. That's what Toby said. But like, I believe that. And so like you said, like that wasn't something I was looking for. But I know y'all probably seen this little quote or this caption on Instagram was like, be friends with people who mention you in the room, like when you're not there. Who mention you in a room full of opportunities when you're not there. And that's what she was like for me. And I'm like, dang, I appreciate that.
I bring y'all up, man.
Yeah.
I bring y'all up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's just connecting dots. You know what I'm saying? Connecting dots and recognizing like, yo, my boy got this talent, or she got that talent or that. And I know this person that could probably help streamline that.
For sure.
And I think that's the way to move, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But yeah, 2020 has definitely been one of them years for me.
Yeah, man. Another year for me is another word I would say for this year was future. You know, we living in the present of what's going on, but you think about preparing for the future. Just like all the people that was, remember that tissue, that shit with the tissue?
Oh,
man,
my God, everybody took all the tissue, bro. I know there's people that still got tissue. They ain't had to buy tissue all year.
Yeah, that was wild, man. But it was preparing, you know, it was a now, but it's preparing for the future, man. So,
but out of everything though, tissue though, I would have been getting all the water.
Right? Like, so many more important things.
Because in the pandemic, if stuff was to go zombie apocalypse,
You about to do it tissue.
what is you gonna do with all
Trading
that
tissue, right?
You know what I'm saying?
It's good burning paper to keep your house warm.
I don't know.
You know? I don't know.
I really want my butt to be clean and just start a fire with tissue.
No. I feel that we can get washcloths and stuff like that. Push come to shove.
Push come to
Stop the
shove,
shop.
exactly.
No, water is essential for life. But like, all right, so kind of think of what you were saying on the future tip, right?
Future tip, yeah.
Right, so like sometimes thinking too far in the future can cause anxiety. It can cause these anxious moments. And I know that in this year, I don't know if y'all experienced that, but I'm assuming because you're human beings, that you definitely had anxious moments, that you may have had depressive moments, that you may have had joyous moments, and all that. But what keeps you grounded? What helps keep you grounded in those, like, I guess in, say, those anxious moments?
I kind of like being anxious.
You like being anxious?
I like that butterfly feeling.
Shit.
That's good. Hey, that's how you grow, though.
I like that butterfly feeling.
That's how you
I'm not
grow.
certain when something is about to happen, but I know something is about to happen, and I need to be ready for it. It just made me feel like, I don't know, made me feel like I'm about to conquer this. Even if it just ends up being the worst thing ever, I still gotta conquer that.
So you lean into the anxious.
Oh yeah, I got to, because it's just, if I get it caught off guard, then I'm not gonna be prepared for it. But if I'm already bracing myself or thinking, anticipating it, then I'm like, either I'm about to really kill this or I'm about to fail miserably.
But you know.
Exactly, but at least I know.
Yeah.
Shoot,
Yeah.
I'd rather just, and then once it starts happening, I get more comfortable with it, and I'm probably gonna sell. That's how I feel about it.
Okay, so practically, I guess, how do you keep yourself grounded? Even though you like to lean into those anxious moments, like what helps? Yeah. So like what? Yeah. So what helps you to like lean into that versus like, kind of avoid it or like?
I guess it depends on what it is. Like,
Okay.
I don't know if y'all seen this Kevin Hart Queeby. He the detective. He trying to be a superhero, so he go to superhero school. And it's this jump. He got to jump from one roof to the other. I'm not gonna say I would just run and jump from roof to roof or nothing like that, but like something that realistic that a real regular person have to do. I feel like I'm just grounded by just the people around me. Kill for it for sure.
His wife. Wifey.
Even if it's miserable, I can definitely count on her to tell me that. Basically, tighten up. You got this because it's not just you. You got this.
Strong support system.
Exactly. I would definitely say strong support system.
Lean into that too. That gives you like the courage to run to the next roof.
Exactly.
I get that.
Exactly. Because I'm not thinking about if I do this, I'm just failing for myself.
Right.
I got way bigger. It's not even about me anymore.
Yeah. That's real.
I'm thinking about the kid and everything. Don't have a kid, but I'm thinking about all of that. Like,
future.
This
legacy.
one decision right here could definitely be detrimental to your legacy.
Yeah.
So do it right.
Right.
And that's what keep me focused.
What about you, Propane?
I mean, like, we talking in terms of just like daily routines. I know, meditation and just being present helps to keep you grounded in the moment. But, when times come, you think about like how Fleet's talking about the uncertainty. I think about the past, I live in the present, but I think about the past. Like, you think about all that shit you overcame.
Yeah.
Like, when you doubt, like, like, dang, man, I don't know how I'm gonna make this happen, but I gotta make it happen.
Right.
And you've done it before, you're gonna be able to do that shit again.
Yeah.
So you feel comfortable.
Yeah, it's like that frame of reference. I can go back and say, all right.
Oh yeah, I done this. I'm about to kill this.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you have to actually.
Yeah.
And Fleet got said it earlier. Like, you have to go through something. Like, if you going through something, and you overcame, then it helps you to know, like, I got this. You build that up. Because if everything's been peachy for you all the time, some shake up. Some shake up.
Somebody shake the room.
Yeah.
Shake.
One by burning all those papers. Exactly. If you edit this, put that clip in there, please.
Yeah, you ain't gonna know what to do. You ain't gonna know what to do, man. So, so thinking about the past and what I've endured lets me know that the future I will be good. And it's hard because when you in the moment now and like, dang, I gotta make this happen. Sometimes it's tough, bro. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I done before, and I'm gonna do it again.
But it happens.
And it happens, bro.
Yeah, I can relate.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you manifest it, like we talked about before. Is it something you manifest, or is it meant to be? But you know, if you got faith, right, and you grounded, you know, you gonna come out the other end.
Right. I think just looking back on the things that, like what y'all saying, looking back, that kind of helps you, gives you that frame of reference to push through. Like, I done been through this, I can do that shit again.
Sure. So it ain't not like the first time.
Yeah, that first time be the hardest time though.
First time.
Be the hardest time. Oh my god. But like
all of them.
The first time is gonna be your worst time doing anything, and so it's like
depending on the first time.
Right. But like, I think something for me, if I'm just thinking, it's like the things that help me keep me grounded. I think when I get anxious, hella anxious, getting back to that routine, like I was talking about, like that morning routine, you know, and like being able to have that, and like I think involved with that be like my journaling, because then I'm able to kind of understand what the heck is going on in my head. Yeah, and I'm like, all right, like even I'll just start writing, and certain things just come out, and as I'm looking back on them, like that's not real. Okay, that's just a figment of my imagination. That's BS. Okay, this is really what's going on and why I'm feeling this way. And so that's able to help me just kind of be like, boom. All right, now that I know that's why, I can move forward a little bit with clarity, realizing that like, all right, that's just being triggered because of this reason. So let's just work through that versus like be frozen. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I can feel that.
Does that make sense?
I definitely feel that.
But yeah, I think that whole, especially like now, just staying grounded in and what it finding and attaching yourself to those things that help keep you grounded can definitely help you get past them anxious moments or lean into them anxious moments, like how you're supposed to. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, this year's been crazy in a lot of those ways of just being able to just push past it. And I think like, especially with anxiety, you do just gotta lean into, because I think about it like, when we played football, that's like them butterflies before the game. What made those first hits? What made those? Yeah, the first hits. The first hit made those butterflies go away. That's because you gotta run into it. And so it's like, no matter how much you try to go around it, you're gonna have to eventually go to it. And once you go to it, then you can recognize that, oh, this wasn't even as bad as I thought it was gonna be, like you were saying, or it's better, or maybe it was worse. But I learned from this. I learned from this, and I think that is being able to learn from whatever experiences that you go through. Sure. That's what helps grow you. So
that's real, bro.
Nah, that's real, bro. That's real.
I think everybody went through anxiety this year, though.
Yeah.
For real, man. Like, man, I think in this period in the time we living in, man, with social media and just like the phone, man, you so accessible, bro. You imagine like a time where a motherfucker had to send you a letter to talk to you? Right. All right, fucking, what was the shit? Morse, like the fucking Morse code, bro. Like I'm chilling, you ain't got to worry about nothing. If somebody pulled it up, it's serious, bro. What's going on out here? Like, exactly. Now, bro, you so accessible, man. Like every time I hear the phone ring, I almost get anxiety. Like, what you want? About that? Like, what's on the other side, man? You don't know, man. And then multiply that times Corona or COVID, right, man? It just compiled, man. So everybody this year, either you just stretch yourself out to the max, or you learn how to deal with your stress, and be able to cope with what you're going through, man. For real.
I think that coping is so real. Learn how to positively cope, because you can cope in a whole bunch of ways. Not all of them gonna help you, but it can be one of them things that help get you by, boy. You're not gonna reach that. Look at that slave stretch Armstrong.
Did I get it? No. Slave stretch.
Right.
Oh man.
Stand on.
Lord. Yo, what is what's your greatest lesson that you learned?
Of the year?
Yeah, what's the greatest lesson you learned? I'm hella deep tonight, ain't I?
Yeah, man, it's deep. I like it, bro. I like it.
Be still.
That's good. I like that. Be still.
Be still's probably my best one.
Be still.
Because just being able to, like you said, just think about things that I wouldn't regularly be able to think about because I'm always doing something. I think that definitely helped me, like, get to a better level of understanding of some of my demons or inside. So I definitely appreciate that.
Still.
I think my great lesson was this year was knowing yourself and being real with yourself. you know, you got so much time to really sit and think, you know, kind of talking about like what your habits and what you're doing. And you think like, why am I doing what I'm doing? And thinking about really who you are. So the thing is, man, if you can't be honest with yourself and who you are, you got to think about everything, man, from your greatest points to your shortcomings. Because you got to see yourself in every light, man, to be honest with yourself. So all this time, man, you got if you think about everything else about yourself, like, come on, man. So all this time, I really sat down and just like figured out more like less. I don't know, it's part of age. Like, you know, you get older, so you kind of you get more into yourself anyway. You get a certain perspective, man. But at this point, man, it's like I'm so comfortable with who I am.
Yeah, that's good.
You need something to be comfortable with who you are. Like, I am who I am. Like,
this is me.
Take it, take it or leave it.
If you don't,
I don't care.
I
don't give up.
You might have a bad day, but I want to be having a great day.
Right?
Okay.
Make it a great day.
Exactly.
Fuck what you thought, bro.
I love it. I love it. However, whatever we need to do to turn this whole situation around that you got going on, we need to make that happen.
Right?
Because right now, you're messing up the flow.
For real, bro. Yeah, that was my greatest lesson.
Nah, that's real. I like that. I think for me, being kinder to myself, that's been hard. But like learning it, because like I guess it connects though, being still, right? You start being still, like for me, realizing that, all right, I'm always on the move, so I'm not really aware how I'm speaking to myself. And like having to slow all the way down, you know, you start recognizing like, dang, bro, you be talking to yourself kind of crazy, bro. Like, why are you talking to yourself?
You're your biggest critic, man.
Yeah, you're your biggest critic.
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, turning that biggest critic into your biggest fan, though.
Yeah.
But like, and so it's like, not necessarily I'm being lax on myself, but understanding that I'm giving myself this certain grace. That like, yo, bro, you made a mistake, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Or like, you're not perfect, and that's okay. Kind to yourself. That's probably the biggest lesson, because what I learned from that is just realizing that a lot of the voices that we hear in our heads ain't even really our voices. They're just the internalized voices that we heard over time throughout our life. And now we're using these voices to like force ourselves into being a certain way or doing certain things, or, you know?
Yeah.
And so like,
That's real though.
right. And so like a lot of the times the voice that I thought was mine was not even my own. And so I think by learning to be kinder to myself and how I speak to myself, it's helped me to discern what voice is actually mine. All right, this is anxiety speaking, or this is one of my coaches speaking, or this is like my uncle speaking, or this is, you know what I'm saying? All these different voices that I've internalized over my life. Now I'm able to kind of just sit back and like, especially when I meditate, be able to recognize like my own voice, and you know. So that's probably, for me, one of the greatest lessons that I learned this year, man. And it's important, bro.
It's a good one, man.
It's important, man. And, you know, I guess it's just as I reflect over the year, man, I just, sometimes I think, dang, I wish it would slow down. I just wish a lot of time would slow down, because, you know, things change, man, as you get older, man, for real. Things will change, and it's a part of life, and I'm cool with that.
I love that my priorities have changed though.
Okay.
Because my younger self, I definitely don't want to see him like ever again.
Yeah,
For real.
I mean, you gotta get into it too much.
I feel that.
That's
For real. Yeah.
No.
I understand that.
Even if people are like, I would love to go back to high school. High school was fun, bro.
But nah.
Nah, you just recognize he would not be beneficial for where you are at this point in time in your life. You are a liability.
Basically.
You are a liability.
Basically. He wouldn't be in my circle. The people that I'm with now.
I feel that.
Absolutely not. College, no.
That's growth, though. That's the beauty of it all, though.
Absolutely not.
He said, I want no parts of it.
No.
Dang, that's real, though.
That's growth.
Nah, I think when I look back at some of my pictures, or just thinking about where I come from, where I came from, I was like, dang. I see the growth within myself, too. And it's like, dang, bro. If only you knew. Like, you know, I guess I'm more like, I've found myself saying, like, I'm proud of you more than anything.
Absolutely,
bro. Yeah.
I'm proud of you. And like just to tell myself that, and to be on some little stuff too. Like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man, you gotta be hard on yourself sometimes, man.
Yeah.
You think about saying these.
Yeah.
A lot of it is like how you said, voices that's been like projecting on you. It's like society standards of what,
Right.
oh, you should do.
Right.
Like, oh, you need to go to school by this time, graduate by this time, get a job by this time. And, you know, this everybody else's fears being projected onto you.
Right.
But I mean, you gotta realize yourself, your own goals, what you doing.
Yeah.
And you know, thank yourself and pat yourself on the back for every little step you take, bro. Literally every day you get up and accomplish something, man, is a blessing and an accomplishment, bro.
Yeah, acknowledge that thing.
For real, man.
Don't.
For real. Do you express like your gratitude like daily, or do you ever think? Do y'all think about that shit like what you grateful for you, like in terms of like yourself, or I'm proud of myself for this? Y'all think about that shit on the regular?
I can say yes, because I had a few transitions from occupation to occupation.
Mm-hmm.
And I had places where everything was lovely. The financial aspects was perfect. And I've had places where it's not enough.
Yeah.
And to see where I am currently, I definitely am not where I want to be, but I can see what, like you said, what it has been.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel more, like you said, gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
Like great, like you said, great job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I definitely can see that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, bro, I feel like we never will be where we want to be. You know what I mean? Because every time you get there, you're going to be like,
I gotta get some.
I need more.
Life is a continuous journey, bro. And it's the journey that makes you, it's the journey that you take. It makes you to, like, when you get there, that's who you are, right? Because of the journey that you took to get there.
For sure.
Nah, I definitely, like, gratitude is a part of my life. Like I do like a little, I write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Like every day, just like certain things that I'm grateful for.
I definitely try that.
Right, it helps, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like, it's part of, like, I try to make it part of my routine. Like in the morning, I wake up.
Cause easy to forget, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's easy.
It's easy, bro. Cause it take you to like see somebody in a wheelchair with no legs. Like, damn, man,
I'm grateful that
I got legs, man.
Right.
You don't think about that shit.
Right.
That's real.
You don't think about that shit on the regular.
And then, yeah.
Like people go through there every day. You know what I mean? You know, and then they find themselves grateful. They probably see somebody with no arms. Like,
Right.
I'm glad I got arms. But it's
Exactly.
like,
It's like one of those things. It's just like this year, just like when you start thinking about health in general, I just be like, dang, I'm so grateful that I can use my lungs correctly. Like, I can take deep breaths and not cough every 2 seconds for it. Yeah, just like putting the daily gratitude, man. They say like gratitude is like, you know, the secret to contentment, right? So like being content with where you are right now, and that's the trick.
that is the truth, bro.
It's being content, not necessarily being complacent,
Right.
where you don't care,
Right.
but like being content with like, I got everything that I need for this time and this season and this moment in my life, and I can use what I have to get me where I need to be. Yeah, so that gratitude goes a very long way, bro.
Yeah.
But you're right, it's easy to just get going and forget to do it, right? And you just think, yeah, well, I'm grateful for this. And it's easy to say, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for food, I'm grateful for. But like, sit down and really think about it.
Think about it, man. Like every little step you take, man. Everything. Like you ever been like sick? You're like, man, I can't wait to be not sick again.
You ever breathe through your nose
right,
quickly, right?
You be like,
nose
damn,
ain't stopped up.
Take that shit for granted, yeah.
Right.
Everything.
For sure.
Facts.
Bro.
Last question.
Shoot it.
All right, last question. All right, think about this. Close your eyes and think. All right, imagine we are in this auditorium with all the people in the world. We got 7.8 billion people in one auditorium, and they came to see you and you, right? They just came to see y'all speak, right? They want to hear what you have to say. All right. So what wise nugget or advice or word of encouragement could you give them to take advantage of the time that they have on this earth to be like change agents within their own sphere of influence? So they ain't gotta change the world, but at least change maybe change agents within the places where they have influence. They can be their family, it can be their schools, their jobs. What advice or wise nuggets, what words of encouragement would you give them to these 7.8 billion people?
A lot of people.
Who fit into this auditorium, social distance.
What kind of auditorium this is?
It's a very huge auditorium. It's huge. It's huge.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's huge. All right. What would you say?
Well, I think it starts with self, man. Before you make any change, you gotta start with yourself, man. And I think if anything has taught us, I think this year has taught us a lot. One, don't stress the little things, like things that don't really matter. You know, you stressing a week, like, and part of it is maybe like, cause we in the U.S. and certain things we might stress over. Like, you know, a big deal is your phone dying. Like come on, like, you know, unless you got somebody you really got to call, it's an emergency, man, it's okay.
Right.
So, man, first thing, man, don't stress the small things. Two, you know, I feel like what we talked about pretty much covered a lot of things that people should incorporate in their daily life. But, like, being still, being present. Like, be present, man, because, you know, you never know, man. Like, you know, rest in peace, my grandfather, Grandpa Steve, he passed away recently, you know, funeral today. Like, I literally was talking to him on the iPhone, like, a week before he passed, bro. And I ain't even like, I'll see you when I get home. I'm gonna be home in a week. See you, like, you know, you good, don't even worry about it. And then before I got home, he was gone. Like, but if I would have been more present in that moment, just to be enjoy, like, not thinking about I'm about to see you, just like, oh, how you doing right now? Yeah. You know what I mean? Let me get more time with you right now. So I think, man, being still and being present, man, and just understanding. And last but not least, man, just everybody love another, man. Just, you know, love. Just do something small to show act of kindness. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that goes a long way. You do one thing, somebody do something else for the next person. Because there's a lot of hate out here. Unnecessary hate. You know? Like, ridiculous. Right?
So real.
So, man, that would I keep it quick, short, and simple, because, you know,
I'm all about
attention span like this nowadays.
I'm all about that. If I got 7 billion people, they's ready to go.
Ready to go.
Hey, usually I say from 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Exactly. They's ready to go. So just be the light that you want to see to shine out the room. If you just the light for yourself, you don't have to worry about shining for nobody else, because they're already their own light. You know what I'm saying? So just light up your portion.
Be the light.
Be the light. Because if you trying to do you and everybody else, somebody not gonna get done.
Because you trying to do somebody else.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm gonna focus on doing what I gotta do to make everybody else make sure that they can do what they need to do.
Yes, sir.
That'll be number 1. Number 2, invest. Goodness gracious. Because I was so ignorant to the situation. Credit is real, folks. Listen, it's real. I'm telling you, definitely invest stocks, real estate, you know, gold, because stocks you never know.
Get your money work for you, bro.
Definitely, because if it's sitting in a bank account, it's not getting any interest, like zero. It's like 0.008 or something like that. 0.008. It's nothing. Like 3 cents a year.
Right.
You can definitely get better returns on a nice little portfolio. If you don't want to trade options, you can definitely get some shares.
All right, because the bank using your money to make money for them damn selves.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll touch on that. Go ahead, bro.
But that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
That's number 2.
Go ahead, bro.
Definitely invest. And not only invest in money, invest time too. Because, like I said previously, the support system is definitely what is helping keep you grounded. So you can't just invest time into the thing that you like to do. Because you got to invest in your support system. Now, be your relationship with your significant other, your friends, you know what I'm saying, family, parents, everything. Because I know I definitely don't be doing what I need to do as far as, you know.
Checking over shit.
Yes. But I really be just being still in the moment. Thinking about what I have to accomplish tomorrow or the day after that. So, I mean, I guess I am being still, but also ready to jump into my anticipation at the same time. So I guess be versatile. That's the last one.
Be versatile.
Be versatile. Listen, don't be one way. Think of multiple ways to do it, because the old way might not always be the best way, but the new way might not be the way either. So you got to come up with a whole nother way. So just play your cards right, and everything else will deal itself. You can't beat the dealer. if you deal. You feel me?
Right.
You can't beat the dealer, and you are the person that's dealing the cards. So
I like what you said though, bro. It's the investment. I was thinking about that this week. Like, as you get older, you do need to invest into your relationships, especially with the folks that's younger than you, like your nieces, your nephews, your cousin, little cousin. Investing in that because that it's like reaping and sowing, right? Like, as we get older, we can't expect to sow. We can't expect to reap. We can't expect to reap the things that we haven't sown into.
Right.
So, like, if I haven't built a relationship with certain people in my life, when I get older, I can't expect them to just naturally gravitate towards me. Right. And so, like, that time, real, man, whether it be investing in the relationships with the folks around you, investing in yourself, investing in your relationships, investing in your faith, whatever it is, that's important. That's real.
That's
I get that. Being present and all that stuff, my brother, that's love.
How's the bachelor life?
How's the bachelor life?
Living through you, brother.
Vicariously through me.
Yeah,
bro.
through you, bro.
I'm cool, bro. It's cool. I like it. I love it. I love it. I don't. No complaints.
No complaints.
No complaints, my brothers.
Keeping it simple, you know.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love it.
No complaints,
Smart
bro.
man.
I can't
Especially
complain.
for the students. I love it.
Smart man.
I can't complain, bro. It is what it is, and like, just take it one day at a time.
I love it.
At a time, brother.
I ain't putting no pressure on
I'm
nobody.
about to say, don't rush.
Nobody getting the pressure. It's just like, all right, we taking it slow, and I'm getting to know you. I'm getting to know you, and that's how it is.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's super dope. This has been interesting.
I appreciate y'all.
I wish we could do these more often.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
If we could like do it on the Skype.
yeah.
Or people don't use Skype.
Skype,
Zoom,
right?
so do it on the Zoom.
On the Zoom.
We can do it on the Zoom. This will be dope.
Quarterly check-ins.
Yeah, you know, something.
Yeah.
You know, because I just like airing it out.
Yeah.
And it feels organic.
Mhm.
It don't feel forced.
Yeah. Just release.
Yeah, bro. Man, there's so much we can touch on, man.
So
We're not experts, but we know a little something,
Experience.
man. We got experience out here.
Right.
We talking health, we talking investing, we talking, empowering our black people, man. You know, we live in these things, so anything people need, man, we want to give it to them.
Yeah, y'all are definitely people to come to for that.
Yeah, man. But hey, brother, hey, shout out to you, man, 'cause you living it, man.
You are though.
You know, self-expression, developing your own, man, going for it. It's a powerful thing, man. It's motivating us. You know, you motivate a lot of people you probably don't even know, man.
First off, feels good to be a public figure. I'm telling you.
All right?
Even if I don't exercise it a lot,
Yeah.
it feels good to be a public figure. When somebody recognizes you for something that you don't even expect them, and it's not your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, oh, you the person that,
Yeah, do that, yeah.
oh, I seen you do this.
Yeah.
You know, you was in the paper, you know,
Right.
stuff like that. It just feels like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, they me.
Not taking autographs right now, folks.
I'm just cool, guys. All right, I'm here trying to have lunch with my family.
Exactly.
It's cool.
I'm not shaking hands and kissing.
Yeah, man, I'm about to hit this little tour up. I'm headed to Colorado, LA, Washington, San Fran, then Washington, and then just rest and reflect and just connect with my people and just take it all in.
I love it.
Sound beautiful, bro.
I love it.
Yeah, it's
We the first ones, though, right?
First one is on the tour, man.
Got some big shoes to fill.
All right. It's all downhill from here.
Well, down here, it's like we got some mighty folks coming through.
Well, you know you gotta do one in every city.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. Cheers, man. Cheers to y'all, man. Love y'all.
For real. Because if not, then the whole trip will just failed.
Here we go.
Pretty much,
Wisdom
bro.
in the Room tour begins this week.
Yeah.
But I appreciate y'all coming. Thank you again. Once again, this is Wisdom in the Room. Thank you. My guys. Love you.
Hey, Bounce Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Peace and blessings.
Follow us.
Balance on the ready.
All right,
Are you ready?
I appreciate y'all.